touching on a lot of different psychologies and ideas along through these videos, but I hope within the threads of this particular chapter, which is melody, that you're hearing me communicate about the really specific, global things, but being okay with being yourself, but realizing that, and what I'm getting to is, but if I created the habit of practicing every day, that's when I realized that's when I'm happiest. By being the student. The fact that you're here now with me at this time in this video means that we're kindred spirits. We want the same things. We want to improve. We want to get better. We want to grow. And we're sharing in this gift, this music, this thing that drives us crazy, that frustrates us, but also gives us the greatest moments of glory. You know what I mean? That there's so much in there. And I realized that I think practicing is like my favorite time of the day in a lot of ways. I love doing concerts. I love recording. But sometimes it's just those simple little moments of, I'm practicing, I'm working on an idea. It may never become a permanent part of my playing, but in that moment, that's the juice. That's the fact, that I'm honoring the gift. I'm learning. I'm pushing myself to grow. It's not always perfect, and that's okay. But just that was a really important part of my maturing as a player and as a human being. So maybe by me saying this to younger players, you might realize that, yeah, man, I'm really hard on myself, or I'm unhappy a lot. You want that pressure, Nobody had to tell me to practice guitar. I couldn't not do it. I love the sound. I love the thing. But as life gets busy, our attention goes, so many different ways, and there's so much responsibility. If we create these habits, if we, make time, I have to wake up earlier, no problem. I'll try to go to bed a little earlier if I can, and just make that time. And boy, it just leads to such growth and the habitual pursuit of that improvement, right? So if I can encourage you to get a regular practice habit, great. Or what I'm talking about now is just creating the habit of do, 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 do. So every element that I've talked about all day just came to play right there. Question and answer. Do, do, do. Groove. Do, do. I set up a motif. I answered it with something kind of similar. Didn't think about any of that, but again, with the regular habitual attempt, it's something that can always be part of you, and hopefully in your subconscious, where when you create such habits, you don't have to think about it. It just starts to happen. But repetition, I will say, repetition is the mother of skill. You have to regularly attempt it, but then when it becomes a habit, it's subconscious. So all these things become instinct and not thought, oral elect, not intellect.